Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here, welcoming you back to some more Next Festering, taking a glance at the games, the demos on the Steam Next Fest. Right, and I'm always looking for new games for the channel, particularly something that's got a good storyline, that's active, or, well, most likely it's got a good storyline, and all kinds of other things can go along with that. Or that it would fit for Final Whistle in a sports game. And I saw Vampire Dynasty, and it looked like it might be a tempting offer. So, who doesn't fancy being a vampire? Alright, let's go. These are just 20-40 minute let's tries to see if I want to take it on my, get it on my wish list, get rid of it, whatever. Single player is what I do. New game. The journey to Tangovia is underway. The Blood Moon is your only companion. Long loading time for a modern game. I mean, it's not exactly back when I was playing on the Spectrum in 83, 84 type time, when it was 15 minutes or load a game off of audio cassette. If you were lucky and it didn't crash. Okay, graphics and music are okay. Waking the dead, or the undead anyway. A spillage of blood to wake the vampire.
Dragus, I was afraid we lost you.
Hunger, an insatiable abyss, and sleep. It was going to consume me forever.
Voiceover's nice
You
so
were
far.
asleep a little over a year, my friend. In that time, I've made some friends among the locals. Sadly, things aren't looking good. And your brother is gone. I have no idea where he went. He's like the wind, that boy. We need you.
Vadim. Blood. A doe. A sheep. A rat, even. I can think of nothing else. I'm struggling not to turn on you.
Let's not waste time, then. I've prepared something for you, Dragus. Come.
Nice. Showing the demo version is limited to 2 nights in the game. I doubt I'll even get through 2 nights, that's okay. I just want to glance at it, basically. What's that? Okay. Turning's not great, it seems.
I am glad to have you by my side.
The daylight is your doom. Come on. Don't be fidgety when it comes to interaction. It doesn't add to the game like that. Especially if being precise isn't as easy in your game.
A camp?
I tried to check on you as often as possible. It's also a good observation point.
I don't like the camera shake, the motion thing. That's really badly off-putting.
What's that noise?
Not grabbing everything, because I don't know what I need yet.
Even though I have been here for a while.
Yeah, that. Oh god, is there a way to turn off the motion jerk?
Surprise me.
I'm more surprised by that rumble.
Count Laskar mentioned that landslides sometimes happen in the old quarry.
Now, of course.
You were right. The road is blocked.
Can you see what's on the other side? Your senses are more keen than mine.
Look around using vampire sensors. V to activate. Well, there's something over there.
It's nothing. Just a few rocks. I can dig through.
You want to break down those boulders? You're exhausted.
If we're stuck here and my bloodlust takes over, I won't risk your life.
Oh god, that jerkiness is horrible. Now, it's a demo version. Early access, essentially. I don't think it's released net yet or anything like that.
But the scent is sweeter
So,
than ever. Vadim,
maybe that will
what
be
have you
improved, but
done?
I don't think
You'll see soon enough.
I couldn't watch this for long. Oh god, that vibrating jerkiness is... No, that's gross. Yeah, the animation that's doing that, I don't know why they've got it like that. Maybe some people like it that way. I don't know why. It's horrible.
I don't want to do this, Vadim. I don't want to slaughter him. I can't.
My friend, he's a cattle thief. The locals caught him and brought him here. They tried to beat him to death. I chased them away because to batter a man like that is unjust. To kill someone with no trial. But he will die. I know it. My herbs can't heal him. His death is pointless. It can benefit only you.
He might be a thief, but I am not a murderer.
You're not a human, either.
Screw it, drink the thief's blood. I like this
I
model
must
thing.
satiate my hunger.
Tyranny
There
plus
is
one.
no other way.
And affects how he sees you. Okay. That's a plus point for me. The morality system and affecting how friends and followers and others see you.
Who would have thought? My little brother? A murderer?
Where have you been? We needed you.
Here and there. I explored the lovely area. I went hunting.
Whose blood did you drink? Where did you leave the body? We have to be careful if we don't want an angry mob at our door.
What door? Dragus promised us a castle, then he disappeared for a year in a musty coffin in some hole. Anyway, the bodies were swallowed by the swamp and no one will see them again. That family wasn't even from here. I'm no fool.
Family? An entire family? Do you have but a scrap of remorse?
This old tale of Rosvin the Mad again? You know, I think I'm fed up with it. We'll talk about it later. In about 50 years when... never mind. By then, your bones will have turned to dust anyway.
Are you two done?
I sure am. And you are just getting started. You will always hunger for human blood. And with each passing day, you will crave it all the more.
Vadim, you spoke of some problems in the village?
We will discuss everything in my cabin. Razvan, you should come with.
Oh, are you inviting me into your humble abode? So we are on the same side.
He has been nothing but trouble since birth. And now he also has vampire powers. What could possibly go wrong?
He's right, though. I've been gone too long. It would be a good idea for me to find out what problems plague the people of Dynasty before I take any action.
Follow Vadim to his house. You are a bloodsucker, so your craving for blood is only temporarily quenched. Alright. Let me read the full thing there. The amount of blood in your body is reflected by the red indicator in the bottom left of the screen. If the level of blood drops to 0, then your existence, represented by the purple bar, will start to drop as well. If your existence level also hits 0, you will burn and be reborn in the nearest coffin. I see. What was that? Okay, another boulder. I'm not worried about boulders right now. I mean, he's not doing that jerkiness the same now.
Don't we have enough trouble as it is?
This is Dragus, Lord of the Dynasty Castle. The one who was rewarded with these lands for saving Laskar's life a year ago.
Oh, your lordship. Have mercy. I didn't know. Strangers mean nothing but trouble here.
Now you know who I am. Tell your neighbors about my arrival.
I bow before you, my lord. How can I help you?
What's going on in the village?
I've heard something. I've seen something.
Sabina revealed to you some of the details below. Dai, poisoned neighbour's crow. Elena, or is it Ellie? I'm not sure. Could sell wool to a Sherpa. Dragomir weaves beautiful shawls, distills good spirits. Rodica carries a hammer everywhere. Ekaterina, local merchant. George, joyful. Marta stole apples from an orchard. Press B to examine the villages around you for the quality of their blood. Bright red, excellent quality blood. Red, good quality blood. Yellow, low quality blood. Green, poison blood. Purple, cursed blood. In addition to the quality of blood, you'd also see the rumours you have learned about nearby villages. Alright. So if I vampire sense on her, it seems like it's red. Still got a bit of the jerkiness, but not the same amount. I know that K was rough, but it needs to be smoother than that. Okay, are we doing anything here? Maybe. Oh. Thought we were cutting ourselves there. Music there's a bit weird, but overall it's okay.
The unrest in Dynasty is getting worse and worse. This place needs a strong leader. We must begin by showing the people that you will be their ruler.
They will definitely notice me in this outfit. And from afar. It's cozy here. I remember these were just ivy-covered ruins.
It's been decades since anyone has lived here. Laskar took possession of these lands, but had no intention of living in Dynasty. I found out that this house belonged to the major domo of the previous master of the castle.
Major domo? I've always wanted to have a major domo. This role was made for you, Vadim.
Will you finally tell me what's going on in the village?
I don't even know where to start. Everyone is having a hard time, and they blame everyone but themselves for their misfortune. They worship the Forest Mother here. She is a protective deity bound to the villagers' daily life. They perform peculiar rituals in her name. Their beliefs are full of superstitions that are hard to follow. These people are not so different from the people of our home village. They deserve our help. Right now, unfortunately, they are primarily driven by fear.
In our land, vampires were also a superstition. What if some of these beliefs are true?
Possibly.
Fair comment.
However, for now, the peasants are simply lost. They need a leader. Someone they can turn to for help instead of succumbing to mob mentality. And a stranger living in a cave doesn't inspire trust.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
understand what you're getting at. What condition is the castle in?
It's in shambles. It needs to be razed to the ground. Count Lascar promised us the moon, but we're given a handful of dust. It would take years to rebuild.
Yeah,
It
that's a
would
mess.
Taken years. Had we been human. I'll take a look and see what can be done.
Wait. Eventually, you'll need blood again.
Okay.
You have to hunt. And in this fancy outfit, you'll draw attention.
Fair. Why are you throwing knives at me?
The hunter's outfit prevents recognition. Just be careful. People in Madresti may be scared if they see someone dressed like this. These people need a leader, not another boogeyman.
And the leader needs a castle.
So we're going to be building a castle and hunting. Let's have a look.
I hope everything is going as planned. The
Brother.
people of Madresti are counting on you.
By pressing the R key, you can switch between aristocrat and hunter mode. As an aristocrat, you have the possibility of talking to villagers and moving around the world without arousing suspicion. As a hunter, you move faster, jump further, can fight with the left mouse button. Most importantly, whatever you do, your identity will remain a secret. Remember that if the villagers recognize you, they will raise the alarm and the game could end. Okay, cool. So don't be seen for who you are, that makes sense. Chapter 1, The New Ruler. Reach the castle hall. Is it up here? Where is it? I think that's me. So that will be the castle hall up there, I thought so. Yeah, it's a wreck.
Razvan was right. This place... it's not even a shadow of its former glory. It's a ghost of the past. We have to start over.
So I'm literally destroying everything or taking everything? Alright, so we gather everything up. Gather everything. It's a bit finicky with where to place things, but I guess I understand. That's certainly not a game spoiler. Right, let's go back to the entrance before we go on and start taking things down out here. Maybe able to plan a crypt already. Just clear this area. I see my blood trees slowly running down. And more. Lots of wood and stone collected now. Or wood and rock. Doesn't seem like we get burdened with weight, does it? Now, let's just see about planning a crypt. That would work there.
That's a good start. The old castle is a ruin, but I'm sure we'll be able to use something. These are precious resources.
You know, I think I like the building in this. A lot of them have your hammer and hammer and hammer to symbolize building the thing, and that makes sense. But I've never really thought it adds much. This is a lot simpler. I mean, hell, I'm almost building this as fast as my nephew builds structures in Fortnite.
That's a better solution than the cave, there's no doubt about that. Now it's time to take care of the rest of the place.
You now have access to individual segments, so you can build corridors, rooms, and even towers of any shape you desire. You can plan individual segments with RMB if you don't have the resources or don't want to use them up right away. Or you can build them right away using LMB. Okay. What am I needing to do now? Build a catafalque? What the hell is a catafalque? Let me look that up. A decorated wooden framework supporting a coffin of a distinguished person. Oh! Then I probably need to be in here to do that in the crypt, don't I? No. How do I... Building menu. Ah. There's a catafalque.
2 feet over instead of 6 feet under. A nice change. I still need a coffin.
Build a coffin. Complete a new shelter. I can short rest, long rest, etc. Hey up, it's this lad. Short and long rest. In order to hide from the light of dawn, you should go to your coffin to rest. You have a choice between 2 types of rest, although the short rest will be the one you will use most often. Short rest, you'll wake up the next night. Long rest, you'll wake up several months or even years later. This option is available only after completing the main story. Okay. Do I actually need to yet? Well, I guess I do short rest. Can't sleep yet, it's too early. Alright. So what can I do? I got a question mark over here. Oh, it's our lad coming up here, isn't it?
Dragus, there's a stir in the village. A crowd's gathering. They're shouting. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen.
Oh. I'll check it out.
It's good that you woke me up then, my friend. We can deal with the castle later. I'll go see what's happening.
I hope it's all just fuss and feathers. Good luck.
This quest will be available in the full game. Continue the gameplay by completing the blue quest line and expanding your castle. Return to the castle area and continue building. Do I have anything specific to do?
If I want to build something special, I need more materials.
Okay.
I need to have a place to store them.
Okay. So build a chest.
Chests and coffins look pretty decent to me. Maybe I should become a carpenter. Window frames will not be a challenge, but the glass is a bigger problem. I need a furnace.
Build a forge. Oh, is that the forge? That's going to need to be outside. But it can't be outside. Ah, it's got to be on proper footing. Alright, well, then happen. I need a forge. Another building. What if I build that? Will that be enough? I'm not sure which way down it's facing though. But we'll just put it there for now. And then we need to get some more stone, it said, so we'll get that. Yeah, I like that it's rapid building, so you're not wasting too much time on that. You know, building's great, and I like that, but at the same time, repeatedly hammering isn't really getting you anywhere, and this isn't that at all. Now, some will prefer the more... I can't even say going bam, bam, bam to build something is really realistic, so I'm not sure I'd say it's more realistic to have that, but the more time-consuming method will please some people, I'm sure. But for me, there's a certain attraction to this. You know, just get on with it, as everyone says in at some point or another in Life of Brian. It'd be nice if you could do this faster, though. But that's given that it's already faster than most such building things. It's not really an issue. But there is an appeal to the house flipper type things where you just stick a whole thing up, or paint a whole thing at once. You know, things like that. Rather than having to do it little section by little section. Oh, I need a lot more stone. Alright. Well, I've put it in there. Now let's go get some stone. Was that enough? I'm not sure. Yep.
Despite the heat coming from the furnace, my hands are still cold. I need sand to melt into glass.
Okay.
There should be plenty of it along the river.
Collect sand. Where's the river? There's a bridge down there, so that must be where the river is. Might be heading for daytime as well. So I may need to... Hey! There you go. Is that sand over there? It might be. Sand and clay here. Most clay at the point. Got 4 sand though.
God, what kind of master and commander am I if I collect sand by myself? I should have servants for that.
Yeah, but I don't.
To change that soon. It's time to put the furnace to the test and melt glass.
Now I need to find out how to get back up there. That's not helping me. I'm starting to run lower on blood, mind you. I really am. That doesn't seem to be helping me. Seems like we should be able to go this way. But it doesn't seem like we can. How do I get up again? Can we find a villager? Yes, we can. There you are. Important person. Oh, I didn't know they were important. Important to me, they had blood. Yeah, we're heading the right way. Alright, I mean, we're getting towards the end of where I'm going to be doing this Let's Try. Or Let's Look. The graphics are good, but not fantastic. Some of the animation a bit janky, and that bouncy thing it was doing at the start, I hated. So I'll give them a 7 out of 10. The voiceovers are really nice, but not the best I've heard, so I'll give them an 8 out of 10. The music fits and isn't overwhelming. Oh, glass.
The glass is surprisingly clear. That's a good start. Now I can let my imagination run wild and create a place worthy of nobility.
Yeah, the sound effects, they fit nicely. I like them. I'll give them an 8. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. The storyline, etc., I don't know. The world's interesting. I'll give that a 7 to an 8. The storyline I can't really get into right now because it hasn't shown up. But there's enough in this that, you know, you've got to prey on villagers, but at the same time, if you do, you get some problems and so on and so forth. There's a lot of good that's on offer here. I'm looking forward to it. I also like that it's a builder, a survival crafter type thing, with at the same time good single player action, it seems, and a storyline with missions and so on. So it certainly fits on my channel because I like to do story-based games. Overall, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It might turn out to be really janky. I really don't have enough to see it yet. But the start of it offers enough that it looks like something I might really enjoy. So there's a good chance it could come to channel, or at least be voted on and see if people are interested in it. This is definitely going on my wish list, and I'll see what happens when it's released in full. See you around.